Hi, it's Autumn, the crafting enthusiast here on YouTube, and today I'm going to be filming a whip and chest. Hi, it's Autumn. Today I will be working on Country Ladies. I am trying to get this row done so I can go back to my Christmas cabin Diamond Art Club piece, and today I'll be working right here on this one. And I'm almost done with this row. I've just got this one more, and then I can move on to the Christmas cabin and do another row in that. I have my glasses. I have my Studio Delight pen from Hobby Lobby, and I did put a multi-placer in the end. It's an 8-placer from Diamond Art Club, and then a single placer on this end. And let's see, I got a square tip in this one, my B-Note pen, and it has a straightener, so if I need to straighten anything, I can. I've been working on my multi-placing skills. We'll see how that goes. I'm using my Bella Art Danical tray, and I'm going to grab real quick, which I completely forgot to grab, my other tray I wanted to try. It's a new one I got from Diamond Art Club, and we'll just see. It is this cute little guy. I'm gonna film a video here soon of kitting up. It's only 4 colors, that Brave Soldier that I unboxed. But I need to get that going because I want to have it done and framed before Christmas. So this is absolutely so cute. This little tiny stopper in this tray. It's really cute. So maybe I'll try that tray and see if I like it. So yeah, today is November 20th. It is 3:50 in the afternoon Central Time. I have been working on this canvas for the last, I think I started this row on Sunday. I want to say it was Sunday. And let's see. I'm going to do the L's. This one right here. So I've been thinking about kind of about some of these unboxings that I've been doing, and there was something I wanted to try on it. Keep spilling diamonds. Way to go. And I'm going to film another unboxing here, and I'm going to try something that I honestly, in all of the videos that I've watched, I've never seen anybody do. And I'll just give it a shot, and I'm going to really need your guys' input to tell me if you like it or not. So I'm going to multi-place here for a little bit and see how I do. Usually when I multi-place, I have to be right up against the canvas, and we'll see how I do. It's not real close to me, so I have to take my glasses off because I'm more farsighted, I think. Yeah, I watched Lazy Retired Granny this morning, or when her video came out. It's not wanting to be sticky. I know I have a glue dot in that. I'll use this one. And yeah, she's moving right along. She's getting lots of diamond paintings done. And I watched Diamond Painting with Coco, and thank you, Rami. She called me out on her channel. Thank you for the shout out, and I appreciate it. You're so sweet. You and Lazy Retired Granny were the first 2 to really welcome me to this community, and you guys have really shown some support, and I'm so thankful for you, and I thank you so much. My subscriber count, like, I don't know, you guys are so warming my heart, and I'm so thankful for all of my subscribers. I love your comments. I love keeping in contact with you. I love your feedback. I listen to everything you're saying, and yeah, I really hope that my next few unboxings that I'm gonna try and do, I hope you like them. If you don't like what my idea is, you just have to tell me, and I'll change it up again. No big deal. No worries. I'm not too worried about it. So, but I hope you like it. So yesterday, that bomb cyclone hit over there on the West Coast. And here we had a blizzard whiteout. I mean, you couldn't see anything. Snow blowing sideways was absolutely insane. And it lasted for almost, I would say, 48 hours. The wind's still blowing a little bit, but at least it's sunny out. It was 10 below when I got up this morning. Wind chill was 10 below. I think it was like maybe 10 degrees outside, but it was 10 below with wind chill. And I have got 4.5-foot snow drifts because of the wind, and it was blowing about 50 miles an hour, 30 to 50. It was gusting at 50, I think. And like I said in previous videos, we don't have any trees out here to block the wind. Out where I am, it is open, flat prairie. There's no, there is no stopping it. It just goes, and it's brutal when it does. When it blows like that, it's absolutely horrible. So I'm not the best at multi-placing yet with the squares, but hey, I'm trying. So yeah, I mean, they're having downed trees and power outages over there where Diamond Painting with Coco is, and over there on the West Coast. And over here, our winds are just howling. The snow drifts are brutal. I don't know. I mean, winter has sprung. It has, and it's starting out like a beast. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen any pictures of what they're like over here, but you know what I'll do is I took a picture of what I woke up to Saturday morning. I will stick a picture right here. And then kind of let you look at what I woke up to Saturday morning. And then Monday, it started, well, I would say probably Monday, really early in the morning, the winds and the snow started, and it was crazy how hard it hit, and how I mean, it was a whiteout. The roads got really bad. It was no travel advised. The roads were closed down. My husband was sent home from work yesterday morning, and we just we built a fire, and I made zuppa toscana for dinner. We had a really nice warm soup, and we just kind of hung out, and we don't really watch TV. I mostly consume YouTube videos and support you guys that are content creators and stuff. So that's mostly what I support. I don't like to watch the news because the news is so depressing. Yeah, I don't consume that kind of information. So yeah, these are not, it's easier when I'm really up close to the canvas and I'm kind of back far away so you guys can see what I'm doing. yeah, I never expected, and I've heard people say this before and never understood it until it was me. Oh my gosh, I just knocked a bunch off. I didn't think that I didn't think my content was going to be consumed. I didn't think I was going to get subscribers. I really didn't think anything. If anything, I was just going to my plan was to just at least keep a log of what I was up to. So and that at least, yes, my dog's barking in the background again. My husband's probably home from work. He tends to come home right when I start filming. You know, maybe I should learn how to film earlier in the day. But mornings are not usually very kind to me, so they're rough. So I don't know what I was talking about. But anyway, oh yeah, I did not expect my content to be consumed. I did not expect to have this kind of a warm welcome. And you guys are, yes, I am jumping around. I know it seems silly, but I'm jumping around. You can kind of see. It's kind of hard to multi-place this far away from the canvas. But yeah. So yeah, the West Coast gets hit with a bomb cyclone, and we got hit with a killer snowstorm. And it's, yeah, they closed the roads. My husband got sent home from work, and he did go out today. The storm kind of subsided, and it was still going this morning, but I will tell you, my poor farm animals were snowed in to their little hut. They're not a hut. It's a little 3-sided barn where they can go get out of the wind and cuddle up together. And the wind's blowing so hard that they got snowed into their lean-to is what we call it. And so before my husband, he got up, I don't know, fairly early, got ready for work. And since he didn't hear from his work, he figured he was just going to go out and get his hours. And before he went out and shoveled the farm animals out. And I mean, the chickens are set up. They're comfortable. They got a heat lamp. They got a nice perch bars. They got lots of food and water, and they're not freezing. So yeah, they have it pretty well, a good setup there. Make sure that I'm staying in frame. Yeah, I am. Okay. So yeah, with all these unboxings that I'm doing, this is just stuff that, so if an image comes out that I really like, I try to get it. And the reason why is because I'm one of those people that is extremely susceptible, or I guess I'm vulnerable to FOMO. If you don't know what that is, it's fear of missing out. And if a canvas comes out and I love it, I try to get it because I'm afraid that it's going to sell out, and usually it does. And I can't get it, and a lot of times there won't be a restock. They'll just, go and archive it, and then I won't be able to get it, and then yeah, so I get a little bit frustrated with that because I do experience FOMO really bad. I can be very vulnerable to that, and I'm very influenceable when it comes to like, sorry, my shoulder itches. I don't want to scratch the mic. Very susceptible to, I'm very influenced, let's just say. I'm influenced on things that I like. I mean, obviously, if I like it, I'm going to buy it, right? So I noticed that I don't like to admit it because, but a lot of people feel this. They feel this, what I'm about to say. You feel that FOMO, you really want to buy it, and you do, and you hope that you don't regret it. Sorry, I'm like all over the place here, trying to place these diamonds down. So yeah, FOMO is a real thing, and that kind of an advertisement, I guess I maybe could call it a scheme. That advertisement, or what's the word I'm looking for? It is real. I mean, and I don't like to admit it, but I think it happens to a lot of people. So I definitely don't want to get caught up in a sable, SABLE situation where you have a stash accumulated beyond life expectancy. I don't know if everybody's heard that term before, but and I haven't done my Diamond Art Club stash video yet, and I got to do that in parts because I'm sure I have like several of the same artists in there in my stash. But I, on top of being a highly influenceable, or I like to see what people have in their stash, or I like to see what they come out with for new paintings. Thank goodness Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs, this last time they had releases last weekend, they didn't release anything that I really liked, so I didn't spend any money, but I did get, I mean, on new kits, I guess I should say, on any new releases. I didn't buy anything, but I not from the new releases, I guess I'll say that. I did get something, and I will unbox it on the channel. I am we'll just call me an Advent junkie, because right now I have 3, and I could do a video showing you what I have, but I am going to unbox them on the channel. So I hope you guys like it. I got a little treat for myself. I don't know if you guys like ever go and visit the, dang, I keep pressing too hard, the website Add More Zest. Rebecca, for Kids at 147, she does a channel. She has a channel too, but she did an Advent this year, and a diamond painting Advent, and I got that, but I got it months ago, and I had a few bad days, so I kind of broke into it, but I didn't want to show the stuff to you guys too soon because it's not Advent time. It's not December 1st yet. So yeah, I'm gonna I will show it to you. I think I should wait because I don't want. So one of the things I started seeing like blasted all over YouTube unboxings, and they were like, showing you what was in it, in the Advent, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to watch it, because even though it might have a list of what's in it on the box, I like surprises, so I'm very much into surprises, so I don't want my surprises ruined, so I didn't watch any of those videos. I don't know, I like Advent. I get them for my kids every year, like, the chocolate Advent where they open up open up a chocolate every day and eat it, and before Christmas, like the full 24 days or whatever. And one thing I really wanted to get this year but was unable to, and it's okay. I'm totally okay with it because I'm sure they'll come out with one again later on. But was a calendar by Diamond Art Club. I looked all over in Montana, in Billings. I looked in Minot, and seems like I looked in Bismarck too, but I can't remember. I don't know if I was down in Bismarck. I haven't been down there for a while. So I wanted that calendar, but then I thought, it's fine. I mean, I'll be fine without it. But in order, yeah, I bought myself. I'm an Advent junkie, I guess. One year, when I was knitting a lot, I bought myself and this was several years ago, I bought myself an Advent yarn. It was like an Advent, like every day you open up a different yarn. And they're little tiny skeins, but you could take, a color scheme and you could knit them all together, like in socks, and they'd just be like mismatched socks or whatever, which is fine. I don't mind mismatched socks. If I knit them, I mean, it's still good to me. But yeah, I haven't been knitting very much. I'm going to be, though, because my cousin wants me to knit her granddaughter a baby blanket. So I'm going to be knitting a little bit coming up here. And yeah, what crazy weather we're having. It's just been insane. If I, once again, if I get quiet and stuff, I will speed it up and put it to music. But I just thought I'd show you, hey, I am trying to multi-place. Look at that. There. Trying to multi-place and get comfortable with that. And it is hard when you're kind of, I usually sit pretty close up to the canvas with my glasses on so I don't make a mistake or, not place them right. But this Country Ladies, this has a lot of space for multi-placing, and I typically single place squares especially, but I just thought I would try it, and so I've been practicing. I've been getting better. To some people it just comes natural, and to others we have to kind of work at it. Yeah, North Dakota winters. I don't know if I finished telling you, but the animals. Yeah, my husband dug them out. They at least needed a trail to get out because, I mean, like, wow. I mean, 4-foot drift, they couldn't get out of the little barn they were in. And with sheep, you can't, because they're wool, because they get too hot, you can't, lock them up in a barn area because they get too warm. And that can actually injure them. I've heard of sheep dying from that, getting too warm, like getting huddled up to and being too warm and not having that airflow, and so I try really, I mean, it's different in the summertime because they get sheared and they at least, get a break from having that thick wool cover. But yeah, they can get too hot. So I try to make sure that they're comfortable and they keep the calf, that they're really used to the calf. They're all friends. So they all keep each other company. They're good to Bessie. She's kind of, I don't think she quite understands. It's like they were out there first and then she comes along, and I they didn't want to accept her or something. It's almost like she would scare them. she would walk up on them and they would just run from her. And I'm like, I wonder if that, I don't know, maybe I think too hard about it. I was thinking maybe that makes her feel left out. But I mean, they've all gotten very used to each other, and I think they were all cuddled up in the little lean-to last night. Just cuddled up and waiting out the storm. And the sheep's wool is like already getting pretty long, so I know they were warm. Yeah, life on the farm. I know it looks like I'm confused here trying to place these drills, but it's because there's a little bit of glare from the ring light. And yeah, a little bit of glare. But otherwise I wouldn't be able to see it. It's not like getting dark here yet. It's only, I don't know what time is it. So it's 4:15. But yeah, I figured I'd finish up this square with you and talk to you a little bit about what my plans were for some unboxings that I have before I do my my haul video, or not haul, I'm sorry, my stash video. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of clumsy with multi-placing, but everybody's gonna start somewhere. I love all your comments. Thank you for your comments. I'm shocked. Every time I hear a channel say my name or call me out, it just warms my heart, and I don't know how to say thank you. I really don't. Except for the words. It doesn't, but the words don't like do justice to how my heart feels. And it's such a welcoming community. And I know I call myself the crafting enthusiast because I do more than just diamond paint. I mean, it's just the one that I've been stuck on lately. But yeah, I mean, and one day I might, pull out my yarn and do some knitting and show you how I knit. There was a while ago, it was a couple of years ago. Maybe they're still doing it. I haven't consumed that content for a little while, but they were doing like in the knitting community, how do you knit videos. So people would put up like little clips of how they knit, and everybody knits different, and some people are really fast knitters. I'm kind of like in the middle. I knit continental style, so they call it picking. When I knit, it's called picking, and then when you do it English style, it's called throwing. And when I first started out, when my aunt first taught me how to knit, I did the throwing style, and for some reason I could never like really do that very fast. And then when I got a little bit older and I really got back into knitting, I taught myself, I'm like, well, I'm going to learn how to do it continental style, because I feel like I could knit a lot faster continental style. And if I want to whip out a pair of socks in a couple days, then I would just have to learn how to do it quicker. I don't like this one. I'm going to take that out. So I taught myself how, and that was really hard to learn, because once you get set in a specific way of doing something, it is hard to change it up and learn how to do something different. So I did teach myself that, and yeah, now that's the only way I knit. And then if I'm doing like a sweater that's got a few colors in it, I knit both hands. So I'll put a strand of yarn in one hand with English style, and a strand of yarn in the other hand, continental style, and yeah, so I can pick and throw. at once so I can do 2 different colors in a sweater. But boy, I haven't done that in a long time. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into that. Maybe one of these days I'll show you guys some of the sweaters I knit and stuff, because I knit my husband a sweater for the winter time to keep. It's one of the layers to keep him warm, because once you put that layer on, the wind can't get through. And out here, it's really, I mean, you could handle the cold. You can layer up for the cold, but the wind, if you don't protect yourself from that wind, that's what will get you. So I'm trying to find a symbol here. Give me just a second. Hold, please. Where's that? Okay. I moved my trays around a little bit. Oh, there it is. So we'll do this one next. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on here. Just kind of waiting out the storm and trying to stay warm. It was nice. My husband staying home from work yesterday. That was nice. We had, because it gets so cold here that the snow blows like a fine powder. And it's not like on Saturday when I woke up, it was a nice big flakes, heavy snow. It was just beautiful. There was no wind and it was falling straight down. And this last snowstorm, no, it was blowing so hard that there was, I mean, no visibility. You couldn't see the houses across from you. It was crazy. I'm thankful that we didn't have any power outages, because we have had that happen where the snow is like really heavy and it knocks the power out. But yeah, this snowstorm was something else. We're supposed to have another one in a couple of days. I think it's supposed to start like Friday or something. They change the forecast all the time, so yeah. But I don't like winter out here because it hurts. I will do everything I can. I have no plans of leaving my house for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to, because there's a few things I need to get for Thanksgiving dinner. I have to make my homemade cranberry sauce, so yeah. So I'll have to get that. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to not leave the house. Like I have family members, like my cousin that lives over in Battleground. She loves to, I mean, she's always on the go. Always. It just doesn't matter. Rain, shine, any of it. She's always on the go. She's always doing something. And I'm like the total opposite. And I couldn't explain it any other way. I'm the total opposite. I'm a homebody. I like to stay at home. I like the quiet of home. No drama. I don't like have a bunch of friends that I go hang out with. I don't know if you call me antisocial, but a little bit is fine. But I tend to pretty much keep to myself. I don't like, other than my sister, which she has a lot going on too, because she has young ones. I don't have anyone to really diamond paint with. Sometimes she comes over and my niece diamond paints. She's 19 and she diamond paints. So I do have a little bit there, but let's see, am I missing anything? I notice that when I multi-place, sometimes I don't always go down. I have to push them down. Come on, get out of the tray. Okay, I'm gonna do these ones next. And it is this one. You know, I've heard a lot of people say they just talk too much, and that's the purpose of a WIP and chat. I feel like, I mean, sometimes I just want to like, I want to keep you guys company and stuff, and I am happy to do that. Sometimes I need like topics of conversation, and some people do like question and answer type videos. Like, they ask, what are you working on? And I want to know. So maybe you guys could tell me what you're working on. Maybe what you're going to make for Thanksgiving dinner, those kinds of things. Yeah, that's good. Good kind of topics of conversation, because I mean, you can get some pretty good recipes from people. So, yeah, I'm gonna single place a few. Let's see. I was thinking, I probably should have showed you guys or filmed a little clip of how bad it was out in the snow, but I didn't. But I did take a little tiny clip of a video for the really beautiful snow that was actually falling straight down, which doesn't happen here very often. So, winter is like slammed us really hard this year. Sometimes it just comes in, nice and easy. This year it's like, nope, it's winter overnight, and that's what we get to see for the next, probably won't see the ground unless, because the wind's blowing so hard, it'll drift, and so there'll be like 4 or 5 foot snow drifts. Like in my driveway, there's 4 or 5 foot snow drifts, like 4 or 5 foot. Like, I wouldn't be able to get out of the driveway. I mean, maybe if I tried, but I'm not gonna. So, yeah, my husband got up and went to work this morning, and he was honestly thinking they were going to call it and tell him to stay home. But, yeah, Ramy, I hope you guys are doing okay over there. I know you guys got hit really hard on the West Coast, all those downed trees, and I was watching videos about how bad it was, how bad it is over there. That's crazy. The power outages, that is no fun. Power outages are rough. Try to have a backup plan, some sort of backup generator for that. We had one year, we had snowfall so heavy. It was a snowfall in April. And it was one Saturday we had a snowfall, and then we got a couple of feet of snow, and the power flickered. And then the next weekend, and we barely got dug out of that snowdrift. I mean, it's bad. It gets really bad. And then the next Saturday we had another one, and it knocked out, and I can't remember how many hundreds of power poles, knocked out power all over the place. We were without power for 4 days, which is nothing compared to one of my friends that has a big ranch outside of town. They had no power for almost a month. And I feel like there was no excuse for that. Nobody was prepared for those snowfalls. It was crazy. So after enduring some of those snowfalls that we've had, those heavy snowfalls where the power goes out, we took some of our tax return and bought a backup generator, because out here there's 2 things a person needs out here, and especially when you have farm animals. One is a backup generator, and the second one is a tractor of some kind to move the bales of hay and take care of things that you need to around the farm for lifting and stuff, because those 1,400-pound bales are hard to move by hand. And people can do it. It's just you gotta roll them or something. I don't know. I've seen videos of how those guys do it, but I don't know. It gets rough out here, really rough. And everybody's got a different situation type or what they need, but you know, for those power outages, have some sort of backup generator to keep things going, because you at least have to keep whatever's in the freezer cold. And we didn't expect a 4-day power outage last year in April. But yeah, tonight we're gonna just have leftover soup. Soup's always better the next day. If I can find my words, like, come on. So soup's good the first day, but once it sits, the next day, that's when it's really good. So we're gonna do that tonight, and I like to try to make enough when I do cook. Well, I cook every night, but when I cook, I try to make enough leftovers for my husband to either take to work or have the next night. And zuppa is an excellent soup. If you guys, it's Z-U-P-P-A, zuppa, Toscana. And a lot of times people refer to it as the zuppa that you get from Olive Garden, I think, has it. But I just think homemade is better. So yeah, we'll have that, warm that up tonight. I don't have it, but yeah, I'll just make myself a burger or something, because I only eat meat and fat. And I do it because it's what works for me. And it's a low inflammation diet. I still wake up with migraines though. Woke up with one again this morning, and I just sit down and wait for it to pass. I have to take my medicine and just deal with it. So I think, if on the topic of releases, because Diamond Art Club, I think they do a release and a restock. It seems like there's always a restock and one restock and one release every week. That's what it seems like to me. And I'm waiting for something specific to come into stock by Cheryl Baker. But I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if that one's getting archived. I should check their archive list. But yeah, there's that one. But I'm hoping. It sounds really silly. I hope they don't come out with anything that I like, because yeah, I need to not buy anymore for a little while. I definitely have enough to keep me busy, and I'm very blessed, and I'm so thankful for that. But I'm glad I get to share it with you guys, and I'm practicing, I guess you could say, my unboxing skills, because I want to make sure that I'm highlighting the things that you guys want to see. I know, okay, when I buy a diamond painting and I get it home and I open it, there are a few things that I particularly like to see when I open it. Like, let's see what the specials are. Let's see what, what the drill field looks like. And it's always good with Diamond Art Club. So, and that's not really, a problem, but that's, I do want to see where the diamonds are, the specials are at on the canvas. And everybody kind of likes to see something different. So your guys' feedback really means a lot to me, because that means that I'm, giving you what you guys want to see. Because I probably would be making these videos, maybe not as often, but I would be making these videos even if, it wasn't so well viewed. But wow, you guys are making me feel so good. It's one thing you lose when you get older, and that's number one, the ability to sleep, and number two, dopamine. So dopamine's like that, that really good happy feeling hormone. and when you get older, it kind of like goes away, and your ability to sleep goes away. There are nights that I just sit up and I just pace, or just walk around, you know, sit down and do something. I get so frustrated when I can't find my sleep that I just get up and walk around the house or whatever. These are not. I need to move these over. But yeah, that's been probably not just that, but the hot flashes are killing me. They're killing me smalls, literally. I mean, it's like instant panic attack. Then all of a sudden I get really, really hot, and then I sweat so profusely. I'm sure I can almost guarantee that it throws my electrolytes off because I'm sweating every time I have a hot flash. I'm sweating. And there's a medicine that they have. It's a non-hormone medicine for hot flashes, and it affects the pituitary. So there's like two chemicals that bind when you're having a hot flash, and it sends it to the pituitary, and then it gives you the hot flash. So this medicine is non-hormonal medicine, so it's not like an estrogen-based medicine, but it uncouples those chemicals so that the pituitary is not receiving a signal that it needs to overheat or give you a hot flash. So I was taking it for a month, and my doctor said, well, you know, it probably won't work. It's supposed to take like anywhere from 3 to 4 months before it actually starts, you know, completely working. So it worked the first day. And I was so happy. I was so happy that I didn't have any hot flashes. And I was still having like occasional ones, but it's supposed to like build up in your system and then like, you know, work better and better as it gets built up. However, this medicine, if I didn't have insurance, would be over $500 for 1 month. But with insurance, like I'm made of money or something with insurance. I'm not kidding. It's still $270 out of pocket. So I can't afford that. I mean, for a medicine, really? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could just sit on, you know, an ice pack when I'm having a hot flash or something. That'd be a heck of a lot cheaper than spending $270 out of pocket for a medicine for 1 month of this medicine. It's insane, literally insane. So I just kind of like, well, this month, no, I'm not going to do it this month. Christmas is coming up. I'm just going to have to endure these hot flashes. I, you know, want to buy the kids gifts and stuff, and if I want to, you know, get them the gifts they want, then I don't need to be having. It's fine. I don't care. I'll just sit on a hot pad. And there's a couple of herbs that I could take for that too. There's I'm gonna do some more of these. I apparently overlooked some. Yeah, there's an herb called Flash Ease by Nature Sunshine. And so I'll probably just try to take that. It's several different like herbs that are mixed together that will help that. But no, man, these hot flashes are no joke. They are so awful. So awful. And I just turned 50, and I've been having them for like 3 years now, and the doctor told me, he's like, well, they can last anywhere between 3 to 6 years? No, 6 to 10 years these hot flashes could last. And I'm sitting there going, are you kidding? Really? I have to endure this for, I mean, if I've been doing it for 3 years now, I have to do it for at least another 3 years. That's not okay. And I can't afford that medicine. Like, I just can't. I can't afford it. That's pretty ridiculous. It's I mean, I could go get that estrogen cream, but I've heard that that kind of therapy can be kind of dangerous. So is this a T or something? That's a T. So I'm just trying to like weigh my options, and I'm not gonna worry about it for now. I think that's a T up there too. Can you see that? And then there goes my nose running again. So we've been building fires every day in the fireplace, and because it's so cold, it's like 10 below out. Because it's so cold, I build the fire in the main, it's out in the living room in the main part of the house, but I turn down the heater because I don't want to like burn through all the propane right away. So I turn the heater down to like 60, 67 degrees. So my room is like, it's really cold. But it's still hot out in the main part of the house. I just don't want to burn through all that propane. I'd rather burn the wood. It just seems it seems cheaper. Cheaper heating option. And for some reason, there's something about wood heat that is way more, it feels like it's more of a quality heat. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've ever experienced like a wood burning fireplace, it just feels like it warms you up better, especially being out in that wind and the cold. It just feels like, and then the ambiance of the fire in the fireplace, it just feels more, I don't know what the word is. It just feels better. It just feels like a nicer heat. I've almost got this section done. And then I only got like this square here. And these aren't 4x5. These are 4x6, I think. I got the bigger squares. They're 4x6. So, yeah, they're pretty big chunks of color. And it really is helping to do the multi-placing. I'm practicing. I'm not great at it, but I'm trying. So I just got one more color here, and then I'll let you guys go. I figured I'd kind of let you know, kind of a midweek update as to what's going on, weather-wise and otherwise. The kids are doing good. Everybody's doing what they need to do for homeschooling. Their homeschool is all done online, so it's just easier. I don't have to buy a ton of books and then have to store said books. I really have some organizing to do when it comes to their curriculum, because some of their other curriculum that they were doing that we decided against, the books are still on the shelves, and I kind of, if I could clear that off, then I could have a little bit more shelf space. And organize it a little bit, which is good. It's good to get it organized. So, okay, there's a completion of that square, and I will work on this square tonight and get this square done. And I will let you guys go. Like if you like my video. Sounds kind of silly to say. Subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, if you want, hit subscribe, and you can hit the little bell notification, and that little bell, lets you know whenever I upload a new video. And yeah, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you for all the new subs, and I thank you for all the people that keep coming back and consuming my content. You guys don't even know how much you warm my heart. I never imagined I never imagined that I would be able to do this. I'm an introvert by nature, so it's kind of odd for me to be able to feel this comfortable with you guys. So with all you supportive people, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll look forward to you on the next one. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye.